The Georgia-born comedian is a rising name in the world of comedy. But his life hasn't always been that great. Come with us as we look deeper into the life of Kountry Wayne aka Wayne Collie and see what made him, him. But before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and nudge that notification bell to not miss any updates from us. With this aside, let's begin with the video. The social media personality certainly makes it in the top 10 list of American comedians. The artist isn't shy about his success and he can make more than $100,000 a year. With a net worth of $2.2 million, he is blessed. But, before his career as a stand-up comedian, Wayne wanted to be a rapper, get his hands on that hip-hop trip, hosted a lot of shows, and ultimately found out that stand-up comedy is what he always wanted to do. Life was hard for him growing up with no father figure. He made a lot of mistakes growing up in Midland, Georgia. He was raised by a single parent after his mom passed away when he was just 11 years old. But he only stayed with his father for about half a year and then went on to live with his grandparents for 3 years. He later moved into his cousin's place permanently. As we can guess, life has been pretty spontaneous for the artist, and he had to guess all the choices he had to make, which led to him having the freedom every kid at that age would wish for. But freedom came with a price, and so soon he realized that he had to discipline himself. It was already too late, as he was only 17 when he had his first kid, and by 22 he had 7 kids with 4 baby mamas. This also meant that there was no real connection, and so he was free to do whatever he wanted, and that made some uncanny, world record type occurrences where some of his kids have birthdays which are 4 days apart. Responsibilities weighed him down and he realized that he had to step up and provide. Most of his fans respect the fact that he stood up and made the move. He worked in the military, did a 9-to-5, and many other things that he would not want to disclose, but that is what made him the man he is today. I remember in an interview of him saying that his daughter was in the orphanage and that broke him, as she already had her parents but she was living life away and alone. This broke the man, and so he worked his way up with sweat and blood to make it through. Now they live in a mansion. Kountry has learned from his mistakes and has risen above them, and says that he would not wish his life even to his enemies. Which shows the severity of his past and how hard it was when he hit rock bottom. His social media alter ego might be goofy and hilarious, but it is in perfect contrast with where he came from. Even when he got successful, he couldn't find anything real, and he opened up about how a lady, whom he trusted with everything, even knew his passwords and sensitive information. The lady stole money from him, a sum of $15,000. That was something he would have never thought of. But, his response to that was downright stoic. He said it could have been much more, and also saying that she took all of that bad omen with that money. Well, she ain't getting the passwords again now. Is she? Kountry Wayne's life is a documentary of how one, who is at his lowest, rises and wins in life. It isn't always that easy for him. The COVID-19 pandemic is a phenomenon that pushed the world back a decade, and Kountry Wayne got the worst of it. $13,000 is a lot of money, but for a man who has 10 kids to feed and bills to pay, $13,000 is the change he gets after all of his payments. His bills can go up to 70 grand a month. This meant that he was hitting the rock bottom again, and so he started brainstorming and started grinding again. It is almost like he is living a miracle, as he said that year he made $7 million from YouTube and his tours and the content he puts out. He claims that he can make millions with just 10 videos. Isn't that amazing? He is truly blessed, of this I am sure, as even when he started as a comedian, the freshman days are sometimes unpaid. His first gig, back in May 2015, was a paid gig, which cannot be said for most comedians in the initial stages of their careers. So that's gonna do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed our little segment about Kountry Wayne. Let us know if you're a country fan, and if you like this segment, make sure to share it with your friends. Hit that like button to let YouTube and us know that you enjoyed it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and paint that bell. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you in the next one.